convection will reinforce the cold air and keep us close to freezing for your Friday and Saturday. But Sunday and Monday, Tuesday, that is going to feel fantastic as our highs climb back to the 40s. It doesn't last too long. We're right back to colder conditions the middle of next week with a minor snow chance. We'll talk about that. But I am really relieved to see highs back in the 40s.
It is so good to see that slow thawing, because it has been an issue. I mean, for anybody who has to work outside, especially firefighters, this whole week, frozen over fire hydrants, and that happened again early this morning in Queens.
That's right. Flames erupted on the first floor of a home on 60th Avenue in Flushing. 3 people were hurt, and firefighters, listen to this, found at least half a dozen e-bikes in the basement, as well as parts and tools. So this morning, it is still unclear what role, if any, those e-bikes and batteries played in the fire.
Eyewitness News reporter Reagan Maggi live in Flushing, where all that hose water has turned into a sheet of ice. That was after finally finding a fire hydrant that wasn't already frozen over. Man, Reagan, as if these firefighters needed to make their jobs any more difficult.
I know, Danny, and to your point about those frozen fire hydrants, I mean, we were here and we saw the thawing apparatus. And did you know that every fire department, there's 5 thawing apparatuses in each borough. So the fire department, what they do is load up on these fire apparatuses, these thawing apparatuses, and go through the boroughs to make sure that the fire hydrants are indeed thawed out. Unfortunately, it's been so cold, like you and Brittany have mentioned, this entire week that it's hard to kind of keep up with it. But right now for that house fire, you can see behind me that charred out area, that's where the house caught fire on the first floor. Fire officials going to be hopping out quickly, and then we have other officials inside kind of getting all the evidence and trying to figure out exactly what happened inside. Meanwhile, we have charred remains of e-bikes outside the home as as the fire officials are continuing to investigate. Another brutally cold morning and another challenging firefight for the FDNY. Newscopter 7 above this house fire in Flushing, Queens. Smoke can be seen pouring out of what appears to be a basement door. Fire officials say it started around 5:30 this morning on the first floor of this home on 60th Avenue. 3 people were injured with non-life-threatening injuries. But for a second time this week, firefighters had to make more of an effort dousing the flames as 2 fire hydrants they needed on this block were frozen.
Oh my God, that's so bad.
This forced the firefighters to use the water supply in their trucks, then run water lines from blocks away. Officials say frozen hydrants occur when it's just so cold.
Right now, it's 23 in Central Park. This is about 5 degrees milder compared to this time yesterday.
An FDNY thawing apparatus was on scene, successfully melting away the ice frozen inside this hydrant. As this was happening, charred e-bikes were found outside. Officials found at least 6 e-bikes in the basement of the home that caught fire, along with parts and tools. This neighbor across the street taking it all in.
That's why I was shocked. I thought it was like not big deal. They just blocked.
2 neighbors living next door to the fire are being treated for serious exposure to smoke. A third slipped and fell while evacuating.
Oh, wow. Well, at least everyone's okay.
And, about those e-bikes, yes, there are about 6 e-bikes charred that were found in the basement along with the batteries and other tools and equipment. Right now, I just spoke to fire officials, the fire marshals, moments ago, and they tell me they're still trying to figure out the exact cause of this morning's fire. We're live here in Flushing, Queens. Reagan Maggi, Channel 7, Eyewitness News.
Oh, so many questions. Reagan, thank you. Thank you for that. New York City's 5-day streak